If you're looking for a festive starter, then these molten camembert sticks will be just right for you. This is a festive starter. We're going to make some oozing melted cheese sticks from our camembert and then serve it with some oranges, which we're going to turn into kind of a spiced relish.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so to start with, let's get the relish on the go. We need a shallot. If you can very, very finely peel and dice that. And over this side, I'm going to cut our oranges into segments. So what we need to do is take the top off, the bottom, and then cut round the pith to get rid of both the skin and all the white bits, because that's the bitter bit.
So are we making what essentially are posh cheese sticks?
Posh cheese sticks.
Yeah.
Shot of oil into the pan, just enough to soften our shallots, and then you can put all your dice in there. Now, because that shallot's nice and fine, it won't take long at all. Just finish off our oranges. Make sure you get all of the juice out of there as well.
And if you missed any of this, you can watch it on our skills video on the website.
That's very true. How to segment, zest, and skin fruit. While I'm finishing off this, Barry, do you want to get all the pane ingredients ready? So we're going to cover our cheese in breadcrumbs. So the usual flour, egg, breadcrumb. Okay. And then season up the egg really well with salt and pepper. What I've also got is a pan of oil coming up to temperature here. We're looking for 180 degrees Celsius. If you haven't got a deep fat fryer, this is the alternative. Just keep an eye on it.
What if you haven't got a temperature probe?
You can test it with a piece of bread. Yep. Put it in and it will just start to fizz when it comes up to temperature. And it'll take about 30 seconds to turn into a crouton, and then you know it's ready. If it takes longer and absorbs too much of the oil, then it's still too cold. If it goes black too quickly, then turn the heat off because you're getting too hot. Now that the shallots have softened, I'm going to add in all of our orange segments and juice into the bowl. And then we're going to add all our other flavours. Now, so this is relish, so you want sharp and sweet, okay? So about a tablespoon of white wine vinegar. Right. That's the sharp bit. The sweetness comes naturally from the orange, but also about a tablespoon of white sugar. And some spices. Now we've got two spices. Allspice. No, allspice. So it's a berry. A little pinch of that. It's quite strong. 2 cloves, so they can go in there.
When you say allspices, does it mean all the spices?
No, it's allspices is a berry. Pinch of cinnamon as well, and then we just leave that to bubble away until it reduces right down to a sticky mess. In the meantime, camembert. Okay, so French cheese.
I love
camembert. Very kind of oozy and gooey in the middle. That's what we want.
Is that why I'm picking it? Because it's just an oozy cheese?
Oh, I love it, yeah, and it melts really, really well. So when you fry it, you have crispy outside breadcrumbs and almost molten cheese in the middle.
Would brie work as well?
You could use brie. I mean, you can use whatever cheese you want. It's entirely up to you, but certainly a brie or a camembert, soft cheeses are better. Traditionally, you'd cut it into wedges. You get little triangles, but what we're going to try and do is make cheese sticks. And then if you can go through the process of flour, egg and breadcrumb, and then to make sure that nothing leaks out as we fry it, we're going to have to do egg and breadcrumb again. So flour, egg, breadcrumb, egg, breadcrumb. Because our oranges are really soft and haven't got the pith, they break down perfectly. Final ingredient, a little bit of marmalade in there as well. And as soon as that's mixed in, we can let the whole thing cool down. It's going to be served cold, like a relish. So we'll pop it into our bowl and let that set up to serve with later on. In the meantime, we can start to fry some of our cheese sticks. Lower them very carefully into the oil, away from yourself, so you don't get any splashes. It's 180 degrees Celsius, and they need about 2 minutes. Roll them every so often so they don't catch on the bottom, and then we'll have our molten cheese sticks.
Yum!
There we go, that's all it needs. A couple of minutes, they're golden on the outside. Just drain them off in some kitchen roll.
Ben, you look nervous.
Nervous?
Yeah. What are you worried about?
These are always a bit worrying because you've got to make sure the casing keeps the cheese in as it melts. A little bit of our watercress going into the fantastic pot you've saved there. 2 of our molten cheese sticks and some of that relish which is already cooled down. Now that is a starter to be proud of. It's our baked camembert with a spiced orange relish, sorted. Dig in, have a dunk.
They're so good. That is going to be really bad for me, isn't it? Love that relish.
Get me in again. And of course, if you cook any festive recipes at home, we want to see photos of them, so upload them to Facebook/sorted food.